Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Reckless Paradise podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Dystro. Marissa's not with me tonight. She's not sick or anything. She's just taking in a day off, shall we speak. Uh, Tonight's episode is another deep talks with me. This is episode 2. We're gonna be doing like a lot more of these deep talks and stuff, and she's gonna be doing her own thing. Music Madness, go check that out if you haven't already. Um, so the deep talks thing, what it means is like like there's probably gonna be certain topics that I will talk about, like like life, like money, relationships, and stuff like that. But I might just talk about like what I had gone through in the past, few weeks and stuff, and just dive right in. So, let's see, about 3, 4 weeks ago, I had went to Orlando, and this was in the near end of April. I went to like my first GCW show. It was like in Orlando. It was like a 2.5 hour drive, almost 3 hour drive there. But it was worth it. Like, it was good to kind of leave my hometown for a few hours and stuff and go see some good wrestling. I mean, everybody should go do that. Go do whatever you want to do. Um, excuse me. Go do what you want to do to make yourself happy, and that's what I did. I had a good time, met some friends. Had some took some pictures and stuff, got put them on Twitter and all that stuff, and just had a very 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 good time. I didn't even get home till like almost like 1 o'clock in the morning the next morning, but I mean it is what it is. And then after I put the pictures and stuff like that on Twitter, I had gotten recognized by the people that were in said photos. Shout out to Effie, Alley Catch, Dark Sheik, sorry, Billy Starks, Yumura and stuff, and Joey Janela. Um, and then after that, they liked and retweeted my stuff, which was kind of cool. It was like a starstruck kind of moment, like like when you meet your hero for the first time. It's kind of like that kind of moment. Um, and then it kind of like went up on a uphill after that. Just kept doing tweets left, right, and center, and lots of like different indie wrestlers and professional wrestlers. Like were liking my tweets or replying or whatever, um, and that was kind of like a pretty cool kind of moment because famous people were kind of like recognizing me, uh, in a way. um, and then I had made a friend at the GCW show. His name is Mittens, but I don't know if his actual name is that, but he goes by the International Mittens on Twitter. Um, and he's a cool dude. He's always at like every GCW show. He's always having a good time, and beard boys for life. I mean, sorry if I'm rambling and stuff. It's kind of hard to come up with some good topics off the top of my head. Just trying to like make sure the thing is flowing. What else? Good. Work. Work was good. Just trying to make sure like I'm keeping a steady kind of schedule. YouTube stuff is pretty solid right now. Just having some fun, doing things with my friends and stuff. And be sure to look out on the podcast channel. We are doing what I like to call RPG, which is Reckless Paradise Gaming. It's not gonna be like a weekly thing. It's just gonna be random clips here and there of the games that we have done or have done in the past and stuff, and just upload it to YouTube into shorts, and get some traction that way. I just uploaded a GTA 5 clip from last night, um, where Marissa was riding on a roller coaster, and I was trying to stand up on it, and excuse me, and I was falling over, and I fell to my death. But I kind of like cut it short because it's like I didn't want to like get age restricted on that, and it's got over 1,000 views right now. So thank you so much to whoever watched it and stuff. But yeah, like like April was a good month. May's kind of even better. It's like some people, like when they come on here, they'll just like just kind of not put like a fake facade, but just be like, yeah, everything's alright and stuff. It's like we are real, we're raunchy, we're kind of uncut, unedited, no bullshit, straight down to the facts sort of people. And that's what me and Marissa are. Like we will tell you like what's going on, especially with each other. Um, but it's funny that like sometimes like I just feel like I can't talk to a lot of people, especially like my parents and stuff, like because they don't know what's going on inside my head sometimes. And I mean it's okay, like like there's other people, there's other avenues to reach out, and there's people that do love you out there. Um, Even though they might not show it, but at least you have that support system, and I do have that support system with you guys, with Marissa, our friend Ken's, our mutual friend Faded and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of pretty cool, that I have friends that do love me, and I'm kind of grateful for them. Um, but so let me talk about my other trip to Orlando. So I went back to Orlando a few weeks ago. It was like beginning of May. Um, I had went on a Saturday, and it was to Universal. Now, now a lot of people will think like, oh, you're going to Universal, like, that's awesome. It's like I went to Universal for a completely different reason. I was going to Universal because I was going to a wrestling show there, and I was like looking for the place to go and see the wrestling show and all that stuff. And I even went to the kiosk, like the ticket kiosk girl, and I was showing her like, yeah, like I'm supposed to be here and all that stuff. It's like, where is this supposed to go? And I was like, yeah, it's at Soundstage 19. And she goes, oh yeah, that's the back of the house. I'm like, okay, like what does that mean to me? Like I don't know what back of the house means. And she's like, yeah, you might have to go to guest services. Well, I go to guest services, and the line there is so freaking long. And at this point, I was like, what, F it. And I but it's gonna leave. And I paid $30 for parking. I know what you might be thinking. $30 for parking? Are you a freaking idiot? Yes, I am. But I didn't leave empty-handed though. I left with a pepperoni pretzel. Shout out to Auntie Anne's. They make some bomb ass pretzels. Um, so I left, with the pretzel. But I also didn't realize that on the event details thing, they had a thing where it's like, yeah, you have to go to this certain area to go to the soundstage. So I didn't recognize that part. That's my bad because I didn't realize it. Um, I could have probably had a good time. Went to go see a wrestling show, but it is what it is. Um, So, yeah, I drove like 2.5 hour drive there for literally nothing, but I could have went for something. Drove 2.5 hours back, and plus like I didn't even use like a lot of gas. I used like maybe a half tank of there and back. Like it wasn't that bad of a trip. Like, but then again, at least I could say I went to Universal. And that's all I can, say about that. Like, it's like not a lot of people can say like, they went to Universal. Like, there's not a lot of people that could say they can go to Disney because not a lot of people have, the funds and stuff. And I'm kind of very fortunate that the situation I'm at now and the financial stability that I have now, I can safely say like, I can do these things. And I wouldn't be who I am, like financial wise, is if it wasn't for my dad and my mom. Because those two, like, they can be hard on me, but at least they're telling me what to do with my money and say like, okay, like this is kind of like a stupid purchase or certain some things. And like some people, like they have to be hard on you because it's like they they want you to be better than what they were back in the day. Because, like, yeah, like they might, make these stupid purchases, but it's like at least they can learn from it. And if you take something away from tonight's episode, if you do, try to find that good social circle that loves you, wants you to see you succeed, that wants you to strive to be better than what you can be, and also wants you to help others and stuff. And also, again, I'm sorry if I'm rambling a lot in this episode. It's just because I tend to kind of like talk very fast and stuff, and I breathe a lot because it's just I have some things that it's all going on in my body right now, and with my MS stuff and all that crap. So I just try to catch my breath whenever I can. Sorry for the heavy deep breathing again. Sorry. Um, what else? Tonight, Marissa and I will be doing Def Leppard's album songs from the Sparkle Lounge. That came out in '08. But it was recorded in '06 to '08, but it was released in '08. It's kind of odd to say the least, but I mean, hey, it was like we've gotten this far into our Def Leppard journey and stuff, and then tomorrow we're ending on like kind of like a higher note. We're listening to the newest album, Drastic Symphonies, to close out our pilgrimage. I say that in air quotes. But tonight would have been like our official end to our pilgrimage. But tomorrow will be our official like end to our pilgrimage. Which I mean, the pilgrimage, man, it's been very very fun. Um, just to see Marissa, um, just relive her childhood through every Def Leppard album that we've gone through. And plus she gets to share that with me. And she gets to share her knowledge with me, and I share my knowledge with her. And plus, like, I've come out on the other side just a bigger Def Leppard fan. Because, like, I know, like, the main hits, like Love Bites, Hysteria and all that stuff. But I didn't realize, like, how much of an impact that she had on me doing the Def Leppard stuff. Because we've gone through 4 pilgrimages at this point, maybe 5 at this point. And we're gonna be, starting our next one in June. When we finished this one tonight and then tomorrow, which is gonna be fun. we're not gonna spoil anything for when we do the pilgrimage, but it's gonna be fun for the entire summer. Um, and then going into I guess the fall, there will be another pilgrimage that we're gonna be going to, but we're doing it in chronological order from the very first album to the like recent one and stuff, and that's gonna be very very fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. We're gonna have lots of laugh, lots of probably crying moments. Um, but yeah, it's I'm sorry, I'm just gonna probably cut this episode kind of short. It's kind of good to do short episodes like this because it's like you can get some things off your chest if you need it to be. But when like when Marissa and I we do our thing for the next episode, which I will get to in a second, um, it's like it'll be a deeper inside look into like some things. Now, I am going to say tonight's song, and then I'll go into Sunday's episode. So, for tonight's song of the night, I am going to be doing When Love and Hate Collide, the recent track from the Def Leppard Jurassic Symphonies. Go listen to that song. It's very fucking good. Sorry if I swore. Sorry, excuse me. But like I said, we're raw, uncut, unedited. We've never been PG. But yeah, that's it was a very very good song. It almost like broke me in two. Um, and it's a very very good song, and it's gonna be a very very good album that we will probably get to at some point. Just to say like, hey, we listened to it, and this is what our thoughts on it. But that being said, thank you for listening to tonight's episode. And if you would like to follow us on, YouTube and stuff, please do so and subscribe and follow me in my channel, Dystro. It's my gaming channel, but it's also my main channel for hubs and stuff. My subscribers at this moment, at the time of recording, is 734 subscribers. So I am on the road to 800, and I hope maybe before the beginning of June, or maybe like the first few days of June, I can get to 800. Hopefully so. And also, please follow Marissa on TikTok. She's at 893 followers right now. I almost said subscribers. Followers right now. She is trying to get to 1,000 so she can go live with you guys, do some live reviews and stuff, do some background behind the scenes of the podcast, what we do for the podcast. That'll be fun. And also I forgot about the Sunday's episode. So this Sunday coming up, we were gonna do a Discord Q&A, but we ended up not having enough submissions for questions and stuff, so we decided we used the Wheel of Misfortune to kind of help us with 3 ideas that we had. And they were all breakdown episodes. But the one that we ended up going with was the breakdown AC/DC edition, Blow Up Your Video. Now, this breakdown is going to be interesting because we're both going to be taking notes, but I'm going to be the majority of the note taking myself. So, with that being said, if you are interested in Sunday's episode, please follow us and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to listen to tonight's song of the night, When Love and Hate Collide, from the Jurassic Symphonies album. And that's it. Thank you for listening, guys. And we will see y'all Sunday. Peace.